We need to fix this camera to try to find the ball. Up to the right. Right there. That's right. A little bit back. That's good. Nothing like a slasher. It's breaking up. Let's switch it. Let's try that. Yeah, let's switch that. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. Hey, Shirley, just wait till Grandma's here. Sorry, what's going on? That one might have an STI if it doesn't have a 60. Hey, Grant, can I get a mic test now on those mics? Try a different board for mine. Yeah, go for it. Just talk to her. I'll let you know. Are they going to have you here? I might have you do audio. No, that's your thing. I'm talking to Brandon. We got another person. Unless you want to switch out.
What's going on with camera?
Yeah, we're working for some. Still flashing. Yeah, go anytime. Yeah, Brandon, listen to this. Right, this is good. Still flashing like crazy. Could you try switching the boxes again? The box. Any other line? That one doesn't have that one's an HDMI out. We're gonna run another one. Nothing's working, so might as well try. Yeah, look at those. Nothing's working, so we might as well try. You got black on this camera. Okay, and you tried plugging that other one in. Here. For that.
About 5 feet.
Yeah, college and the coach conference would like to remind all fans that the College Athletic Association encourages and promotes good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and is removable from this side of competition. For the safety of our players and officials, please, no flash photography of any type is permitted in the gym. Gavilan College and Feather River College will be able to do your cooperation, and please enjoy tonight's match.
Okay.
What's up? Just tell me to Tim, give me directions. Okay. Tim, which camera needs a cameraman?
Just leave me alone right for a second.
Okay.
You can just go stand by Grant. I'm just getting almost nothing flashing. Just a second. All right, Joe. Yeah, you know what to do, Joe. But we're not going to see Grant. You're going to.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to Lenny G. Otmar Memorial Gymnasium for tonight's California Community College Athletic Association Women's Volleyball North Regional second round playoff game. Tonight, right here on Bill Christopher Court, we welcome the visiting Golden Eagles of Feather River College as they take on your Gavilan College Rams. At this time, would you please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your caps as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem.
Joe's getting the flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's but so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walk.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the second round. Your Gavilan College Rams will be taking on Feather River College. Gavilan is ranked number 2 right now in the state, with Feather River ranked number 10.
In the Golden Valley Conference for the 9th consecutive time. The Golden Eagles finished the regular season ranked 19th in the state of California, 10th in Northern California. And now let's meet the Golden Eagles from Feather River College.
We will start by introducing the Golden
Eagles
from Feather River College.
Selection, libero number 1, Jada Barnes.
Number 1, Jada Barnes.
Middle blocker number 2, Emily Kuykendall.
Number 2, Emily Kuykendall, middle blocker.
All Golden Valley selection, outside hitter number 4, Jillian Wright.
Number 4, outside hitter Jillian Wright.
Conference most valuable player, and an all Northern California selection, right side number 5, Madison Howard.
Right side number 5,
outside
Madison
hitter
Howard.
Number 6, Lauren Eckerson.
Number 6, Lauren Eckerson.
All Golden Valley selection, outside hitter number 7, Chloe Hampton.
Number 7, Chloe
right
Hampton.
Side number 8, Natalie Thomas.
Right side number 8,
Defensive
Natalie
specialist
Thomas.
number 10, Caitlin Dingle.
Defensive specialist
Outside hitter number 11,
Caitlin
Kyla
Dingle.
Leafow. And all Golden Valley.
Number 11,
mention
Kyla
at
Leafow.
Setter number 12, Lauren Ornbach.
Setter number 12,
And all
Lauren
Golden Valley
Ornbach.
honorable mention, middle blocker number 13, Aurora Carnes.
Middle blocker number
At
13,
libero
Aurora
number
Carnes.
14, Maya Carl. Outside
Number 14,
hitter number
Maya
16,
Carl.
Delia Cardenas.
Number 16,
At
Delilah
setter number
Cardenas.
17, Jordan Brown.
Number 17,
Outside
Jordan
hitter
Brown.
number 18, Matea Wilson.
Outside hitter number 18,
Middle blocker
Matea
number
Wilson.
19, Cora Cherry.
Middle blocker
And
number
at setter
19,
number
Cora
20,
Cherry.
Cheyenne Bontrunger.
And number 20,
With assistant
Cheyenne
coaches Tara
Bontruger.
Usko and Mariah Diaz. In her 12th season as the head coach of the Golden Eagles, Feather River College is led by the 2018 Golden Valley
Assistant coached
Conference
by
Head Coach
Tara
of the Year,
Usko
Sarah
and
Ritchie.
head coached by Sarah Ritchie.
Out of the Coast Conference South Division, your number 2 seeded Gavilan College Rams finished the regular season with an overall record of 27-1, going a perfect 12-0 in conference play, and taking claim to the Coast Conference South Division Championship for the 3rd consecutive year. The Rams finished the regular season ranked 4th in the state of California and 2nd in Northern California. And now let's meet your Gavilan College Rams. From Manteca at setter, number 1, Melissa Zanato. From Gilroy at setter, number 2, Grayson Gilroy. First team All-Coast Conference selection and an All-Northern California selection from Salinas at libero, number 3, Michaela Banda.
For Gavilan, we have number 1, setter Melissa Zanato. Number 2, setter Grayson Gilroy. Number 3, libero Michaela Banda. An all-coast conference selection, middle blocker number 4, Camille Finley. Another all-conference selection, outside hitter number 5, Teresa Ochoa.
First team All-Coast Conference selection. The Coast Conference
A first-team Coast Conference selection, Coast Conference most valuable player, all NorCal selection, and all state selection. No, middle blocker, number 6, Evelyn Klontz. Setter, number 7, Kylie Hoskins. Outside hitter, number 8, Juice Beret. An all-conference selection from Hollister. Opposite hitter, number 9, Lex Chavarria. Outside hitter, number 10, Katya Dizon. An all-coast conference selection. Outside hitter, number 11, Charlotte Canizaro. A coast conference selection. Opposite hitter, number 13, Sarah Wybe. DS, number 14, Adrienne Orahood. DS, number 18, Zoe Hirata. DS, number 19, Noelle Chavarria. And opposite, number 34, Flo Tukuanga. Assistant coached by Chris Spence, Isaiah Afaji, Brian Kalimpong, and head coached by Kevin Kramer. Welcome, everybody, and thank you for tuning in tonight. We're here at Bud and Jean Marr Memorial Court. Memorial Gym, Bill Christopher Memorial Court, ready for another playoff game. Your Gavilan College Rams finished 27-1 overall, 12-0 in the Coast Conference, and finished their regular season ranked number 4 in state and number 2 in Northern California. Feather River finished with an overall record of 22-7, finished the Golden Valley Conference 10-0, ranked number 19 in state and number 10 in Northern California in the regular season. I will be narrating the game tonight for you. My name is Emily Burley, former Gavilan Ram, also formerly Emily Tanasha from Hollister, California. This is a very exciting game tonight. The winner of this game will go advance in the state playoff. The last time Gavilan made it to the first round of state was in 2016. They ended up losing the first round to Grossmont College. And at the time had Erica Chapa on the team, who went on to play for CSU at Monterey Bay and was an AVCA All-American. We're very proud of her. Back to serve for the Rams, number 7, Kylie Hoskin, a graduate of San Benito High School. With a pass by number 1, Barnes, that Feather River is not quite able to get out of the net. Point Rams. Hoskins back to serve once again. An up by Wright and a swing by Wright. It is blocked by Gav. Another swing by Wright. Placed in a deep corner. Canizaro with the kill. I've been very impressed by the Gavilan outsides this season. Both Canizaro and Ochoa are just big, strong forces from the outside. Hoskins back to serve. The score is now 2-0 with Gav in the lead. Pass by the libero, Barnes. Feather River is able to get it up and put it over. Klontz is blocked, but Gavilan is able to recover. Feather River answers back with a swing from the outside. Gavilan once again is able to dig it. Gavilan once again recovering the ball off the block and ends that rally with a kill. Another kill for Canizaro early in the game. She was able to work that off of the block so that the block hit it out. And Feather River is called on a back row attack. Hoskins back at the service line. The score is now 4-0 with your Rams in the lead. And the serve is out. Feather River recovers the ball. And Wright is back to serve. Jillian Wright is an outside hitter, a sophomore from Elko, Nevada. No, I'm sorry. The school was Elko. Tuscarora, Nevada. And the ball is out. Wright will get another opportunity to serve, and I will get another opportunity to say her hometown right. Tuscarora, Nevada from Elko High School. A serve by Wright, passed by Canizaro, set by Hoskins, swing by Wybe, who is blocked. And the score is now 4-3, Rams in the lead, but Feather River Eagles are making a comeback. Wright back to serve, hoping to tie this game up. I am a Gav supporter, so I hope she doesn't, but I like good volleyball. And a tip over by Canizaro, Wright with the ball up. Set to number 7, Chloe Hampton with the kill, the tool off of the block. The game is now all tied up, 4-4. Serve to Banda, set by Hoskins, swing by Klontz off the block, and she gets the kill. Point Rams. Canizaro back to serve, which means Ochoa will now be hitting outside. Serve to Barnes, outside to Hampton, who puts that ball down cross court. That was a very strong swing. Substitution for the Golden Eagles. Number 10, Caitlin Dingle for number 13, Aurora Carnes. Dingle back to serve. Dingle is a freshman defensive specialist from Quincy. Set by Hoskins to Wybe, who hits it off of the block. Oh, okay. Line judge called it out. Up ref overruled and called a touch on the block, so that is a point for Gav. Number 13, Aurora Carnes back in for number 10, Caitlin Dingle, but the libero switched in, so Jada Barnes is in now. That was a complicated three-way substitution. The perks of having a libero. Banda is back to serve. She holds one of the records for aces. She has a very nice float serve. Out to Hampton, and Gav is not quite able to recover that ball. For the Golden Eagles, number 12, Lauren Ornbahn. In for number 18, Matea Wilson. Ornbahn back to serve. Ornbahn is a freshman setter from Arbuckle. Outside to Ochoa, who puts that ball down right on the end line. Nice swing by Ochoa. Number 9, Lex Chavarria in for Kylie Hoskins. And number 2, Grayson Gilson in for Sarah Wybe. Grayson back to serve. I'm sorry. Grayson Gilroy. I have the hardest time saying her name. Gilroy back to serve. Serves to number 5, Madison Howard, who then takes a swing on the ball. Set by Gilroy out to Ochoa, off the block, and it is a kill for Gavilan. The score is now 8-6 with the Rams in the lead. Gilroy back to serve again. Overpassed by number 5, Howard. Swing by Hampton. Ochoa recovers that ball. Number 5, Madison Howard, opposite hitter, lefty, gets the kill. Number 14, Maya Carl in for Chloe Hampton, number 7. Maya Carl is a libero, a freshman libero from Anchorage, Alaska. She gets that point on the serve. The score is now tied 8-all. I hope Carl has some family in Alaska tuning in to watch her play. Carl with the serve. Feather River gets the block by number 11, Kaya Leafau, and number 5, Madison Howard. Maya Carl back to serve. The serve is out. The point goes to the Rams. That last play is the first time Feather River has been in the lead to just power it out of bounds, which is kind of what happened. Number 11, Kyla Leafau, back to serve. Leafau is a sophomore outside hitter, also from Anchorage. Shout out to any of her family that is tuning in. A hard angle swing by number 5, Howard, but Gav is able to recover and get the kill. Camille Finley, a sophomore middle blocker from Hollister, California, back to serve. The score is tied 10-all. A nice serve to number 5. And that ball is put down. That is one of the most exciting plays as a volleyball player, specifically a front row player. Overpassed by Feather River, slammed straight to the ground by number 6, Evelyn Klontz. Finley back to serve again. And the serve is missed. And a substitution for the Golden Eagles. Number 8 is now in, Natalie Thomas. Number 5, Madison Howard is serving. Madison is a sophomore right side from Tracy, California. And a kill by Lex Chavarria. Point for Gavilan. Kylie Hoskins back in. Sarah Wybe back in. Hoskins back to serve. The score is now 12-11 with Rams in the lead. Tough serve by Hoskins, and Feather River isn't quite able to get that ball up. Hoskins back to serve again. Let's see what kind of adjustment the Golden Eagles can make to get this ball up. Hoskins does have a very strong float serve, which is hard to return. Number 4, Wright, is able to get that ball up. Number 13, Aurora Carnes takes the swing, but Evelyn Klontz says no and blocks that ball straight to the ground. Point Rams. Timeout, Feather River. The score is now 14-11. What we saw a lot of in the last game versus Ohlone College was missed serves on both sides of the net. There are 5 key times that you never want to miss serve. That is right after a timeout, which we're going to see what happens. After a big play, after somebody else misses a serve, the first point of the game and the last point of the game. Those are the 5 key times you never, ever want to miss. So let's hope that both Gav and Feather River are able to keep their serves going this game, because it can be really difficult as a player and as a coach. After a big play, you recover the ball and then your server misses. It completely takes the momentum away from the game. So let's hope that both sides are able to keep the ball in play and that we can see some good volleyball. Hoskins, number 7, back to serve.
Hoskins continues to serve for the Rams.
Served by Hoskins to right. And the line judges are calling that ball out. It is overruled by the up ref. I'm not entirely sure if that is the way that that call is supposed to go. Coach Kevin Kramer visibly upset by that call. Two line judges called that ball out on the antenna, but the up ref overruled. That's a very rare occasion that you would see an up ref overrule a same call by both line judges. Interesting. All right, moving on. Number 4, Jillian Wright, an outside hitter from Tuscarora, Nevada, is back to serve. The score is 14-12 with Gavilan in the lead. Up by Charlotte Canizaro, set by Kylie Hoskins, swing by Clance. Feather River is able to return the ball. It is out. Point for Gavilan.
Charlotte Canizaro back to serve.
Number 11, Charlotte Canizaro back to serve. Canizaro is a freshman outside hitter from Benicia, California. A swing by Hampton that is not able to be recovered by Gavilan. Number 10, Caitlin Dingle back to serve. The score is now 15-13. Gavilan still takes the lead. Up by Canizaro, set by Hoskins to YB. Feather River is able to play it up. The set is a little too tight, and Teresa Ochoa of the Rams is able to push that ball down for a point. There was a sub, number 13, Aurora Carnes, for number 10, Caitlin Dingle, but then libero Jada Barnes went back in. A swing by Hampton, actually a tip by Hampton that is blocked and then recovered by Hampton for a point. Substitution, number 12, Laura Ornbond, for number 8, Natalie Thomas. Ornbond back to serve. She is a freshman setter from Arbuckle, California. Score is 16-14, Gavilan in the lead. We have not really gotten beyond a 2-point lead at this point. A roll shot to the back corner by Ochoa. A swing by Hampton goes through the block and ends up being a kill. That's a really tough spot as a blocker when the ball is tooled off of your hands. There's not much that you can do about it. You just got to keep pressing, keep pushing those hands over. Ornbaum back to serve. Up by Canizaro, set by Hoskins, swing by YB, which is out. Feather River now tied up the game, 16-all. Ornbaum back to serve once again. Let's see if Gav can work their way out of this now. Up by Canizaro, set by Hoskins, swing by Ochoa down the line. It was a kill, and there was also a touch on the net on the Feather River side. Point Rams. Number 2, Grayson Gilroy in for Sarah Wybe, and Lex Chavarria in for Kylie Hoskins. Gilroy back to serve. Grayson Gilroy is a sophomore setter from Gilroy, California. A set swing by Hampton. Gav gets a touch on the block, but is not able to recover the ball. Banda makes an effort to go get that ball, but it's just not able to be returned. Number 14, Maya Carl in to serve for Chloe Hampton. Score is tied up, 17-all. Up by Canizaro, set by Gilroy, kill for Camille Finley. Number 5, Teresa Ochoa, outside hitter, back to serve. Ochoa is a freshman outside hitter from Salinas, California. Feather River gets a swing from their middle, but it is blocked by Gav. They put a tip into the deep corner. Gavilan answers back with a free ball. Feather River sets it to the outside. Gavilan is able to recover and set it to Canizaro, who then gets blocked. Rams weren't quite able to return it. Good rally. The score is all tied up. Once again, 18 all. And we have number 11, Kyla Leafow, back to serve.
Kyla Leafow back to serve.
Up by Canizaro, and it is not playable. Point for Feather River. Feather River is now in the lead, 19 to 18. Gavilan's gonna have to straighten out their serve receive and get a swing on that ball if they want a chance in this game. Serve to Ochoa. Banda is able to recover it, and Canizaro puts a roll shot on it. Feather River returns a free ball, which is short. A set to Canizaro, which is olayed by number 11, Kyla Leafow, and that is a kill for Canizaro.
Camille Finley back to serve.
Number 4, Camille Finley, back to serve. Camille Finley was one of the All-Coast Conference selections for Gav this year. Super exciting. And she gets the ace. Point Rams. Gavilan back in the lead with a score of 20 to 19. Let's see if Finley can wow the crowd with another ace. Nice serve by Finley, but it is up by Barnes. A swing by number 5, Madison Howard. There's some controversy on the call. Feather River called a touch, but the refs ultimately said that there was no touch, so it is another point for Gavilan. Finley with the serve. Up by Barnes, set by Ornbahn, and a tip for number 13, Aurora Carnes. Number 8 in for the Golden Eagles, Natalie Thomas. Howard back to serve. Up by Ochoa. Set by Gilroy, swing by Canizaro, and it is a kill. Hoskins back in for Chavria, and Gilroy out. YB in. Sorry, I was trying to remember all of the substitutions. This is turning out to be a very exciting game. The score is now 22 to 20. Feather River on the timeout. I've been really proud of both teams so far. There haven't been a ton of missed serves. It's just good volleyball all around. Right now, it seems like both teams are struggling a tiny bit with serve receive, which is the trickiest part of the game. It's such a head game because the serve receive, aside from the serve receive starts everything else, and it requires so much communication, so much focus, so much mechanics, so many mechanics, that if your serve receive is off, not much else can be on. So I would like to see Gavilan straighten out their serve receive. I'd like to see Feather River straighten out their serve receive, both teams getting their body behind the ball. But so far, this has been some pretty good volleyball and a very exciting game. It's been within 2 points almost the entire time. We have Hoskins back to serve. Gavilan in the lead, 22 to 20. That was a beautiful play by Feather River. Number 8, Natalie Thomas with the kill. We have number 7, Chloe Hampton back in. Number 4, Jillian Wright back to serve.
Right back to serve.
Thank you.
Up by Banda, set by Hoskins to Clance. And the ball is called out. So that is another point for Feather River. And the score is all tied up, 22 all. That ball was pretty dang close to the line, though. But as I've said before, as I said last game, I would not want to be a line judge. Too much pressure. Chukwanga with a tip over, a swing by Canizaro, which is hard angle. Feather River puts it over on the first ball. Another swing by Canizaro, strong angle, and it is in. Feather River also called on a net, so that ball definitely goes to the Rams. Number 11, Charlotte Canizaro back to serve. Like I said, I love watching this girl play. She is so athletic and so strong. Barnes gets that ball up. Hampton with this swing, and that goes straight down in between Banda and Canizaro. Lex Chavarria in for Canizaro. Let's see what she can do back row, because there have been a couple balls that just went down without anybody hitting the floor to recover them. So Noelle Chavarria, is Lex Chavarria's younger sister. Number 1, Barnes just served the ball. Flo with the swing and is out. The line judge calls it out. The up ref overrules once again and gives that point to Gav. Banda back to serve. I think this might be the most overrules by the up ref I've ever seen in a set. But he knows what he's doing. He's very confident in his calls. Banda back to serve. And Hampton's able to get a swing on it. Banda gets that ball up. Finley puts it over. Another swing by Hampton, and Gav gets a touch on the block. That ball is tight, up with the joust. And they call Gavilan in the net on Finley. The point goes to Feather River. The score is now tied 24-all. For those of you who don't watch a lot of volleyball, the game does go to 25, but you must win by 2. Substitution, number 12, Lauren Ornbon, for number 8, Natalie Thomas. And Gavilan calls the timeout, 24-all. Now this has been a